Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout presented by Rockwell Time, the official time of USA Wrestling. Introducing first, we'll go to mat number 165 kilos, wrestling for the Sunkist Kids out of Tempe, Arizona, a two-time NCAA champ while at Oklahoma State, currently ranked number 19 in the world, Jordan Oliver. And his opponent, from the New York AC in the Hawkeye Wrestling Club, wrestling out of Iowa City, Iowa, Brent Metcalf.
So here we go, match number 2, Oliver and Metcalf, and let's see what kind of adjustments Jordan Oliver might make. He came out pushing, double arm push, double arm push. I mean, 20 of them, maybe more. It didn't work, so let's see if he changes something up here in match number 2.
You got to adjust there if you're Oliver. That didn't work. You got to find a way to get to legs. That's where you're good, Jordan Oliver. You got to get to your low single, get to your double leg, whatever it is. You can't just try to hold position and shove Metcalf around. It's not a win, not a proven formula to beat Brent Metcalf. Guys that get to legs can beat Brent Metcalf.
And so here we go, match number 2 is underway, and they're taking a shot from space right away is Oliver, trying to get to those legs as you alluded to, Christian.
Yeah, and one thing that you need to remember about Brent Metcalf, and he gets kind of marginalized as this strong physical force of nature, but a phenomenal athlete in his own right. Great agility, quick feet, and I think that's part of what frustrates Oliver. And you know, you may not realize it, but Metcalf's just a hard guy to get a hold of his legs. He's just incredibly fleet of foot. So another factor that you know, everyone would probably say, oh, Oliver's more athletic, and that's possible that he is, but it's not a relative weakness of Metcalf's. And there he's going back to that double arm shove just one time there. Back to the collar, right collar, then right to the left for Metcalf. Elbow control for Oliver.
As we dip down, just about 1 minute gone here in the first period, and Metcalf clinging, as we brought up kind of in the last match. He likes to be a little bit closer. Oliver likes to wrestle from the outside, bounce around, and then pounce in when he sees the opportunity. 0-0 though, 1:49 to go in the first, and we got passive red. First one's gonna go against Jordan Oliver.
Jordan Oliver recently moved, and there's a shot, single leg. Now he's on staff at Arizona State, and there we can see a step out. There's the first point for Brent Metcalf, jumping out to a 1-0 lead.
And very good savvy mat awareness by Metcalf. Circles and gets the step out point against Oliver. Halfway through the first year, he leads 1-0. Bout number 2, of course, just needs to win this match to earn another spot on a world team for Brent Metcalf. Metcalf fires off the patent and left-handed high crotch, gets in smooth and crisp. Oliver hopping here. Metcalf readjusts his lock. Oh, wow. Great defense by Jordan Oliver. Now he goes to the push. He takes Metcalf near the edge. And I tell you, really impressed with that. Metcalf was in deep, had the leg in the air, had Oliver hopping on a foot, unable to convert it into points. He took down 45 to go in the first, just the 1 point on the board for Brent Metcalf. We'll come back at it, inside tie over collar for Metcalf. 35 to go. And it is, Jordan Oliver's on the shot clock.
So need to see a little more motion out of Oliver here. So they're ear to ear. This is not going to be a good spot for Oliver. He wants to work the score. Heavy snap there, but with just 3 seconds to go on the shot clock, that's going to do another point tacked on. Caution in 1. And it's going to be a 2-0 lead for Brent Metcalf. So the points haven't necessarily come easy for Metcalf, but just good position as we see time run out in the first period. We'll head to the corner. So things going as you may expect if you're Brent Metcalf. You're not getting the finish on your leg attack. Maybe not getting to your shots as much as you would like, but you're in the driver's seat here, up to 1 period away from another world team.
You see him in the corner, Tom Brands and Ryan Morningstar, of course, John Smith and Zeke Jones over in the corner with Jordan Oliver. Some Olympic and world titles in those corners.
Yes. Yeah, good guys to have in your ear, giving you advice. And as I mentioned, Oliver on staff at Arizona State. Of course, he was at Oklahoma State, coached by John Smith, now under Zeke Jones' tutelage. Those two come together. Nice sweep single attempt there. Metcalf, great sprawl squaring up there. An ankle pick attempt there from Oliver. Couldn't quite get to it. 2:45 to go.
Metcalf follows up with a reach attempt shot of his own, no go. And now Oliver banging on the head, pulling on a little bit, got Metcalf off balance for a second. Back to the action, 30 seconds down. Metcalf with that shot
beautiful.
again. Now sit in the corner, though, as Oliver. Metcalf with the left hand across puts himself in a better spot. Oliver not in a great situation here.
And one thing we've seen in Brent Metcalf over the course of the years is his improvement in his finishes from here. He was getting tipped up a lot early in his career. Now we're seeing him get the finish, 2 more, extending his lead 4-0. Definitely an area, and yeah, he's 28, and some people will act like Brent Metcalf's old or something. He's still improving in wrestling, potentially better than he ever has.
And they stopped it. It looked as though he had that foot. He had the hold of the foot, had the knee kind of bent to a point where maybe he could have got some turns. But the referees, regardless, blow it dead. They put it back up on the feet. Minute down here in the second period, and Brent Metcalf with a 4-0 lead over Jordan Oliver.
Oliver, pretty content to hang in that collar tie. Somewhat surprising for me. Trying to get to that ankle pick as we're coming up on 90 seconds remaining. And continue, great job from Metcalf defensively.
So we're down with 80 seconds to go in the match, and Oliver just has not been able to solve this riddle. Metcalf. And another swing and a miss for Oliver as he goes left-handed single leg.
So Metcalf getting to his ties here. Left-hand collar, pulls that wrist off, coming on to a minute to go. Looking elbow control duck is Oliver, but Metcalf right there in his face. Oliver picking up his motion a little bit. There's another shot, but every time he shoots, Metcalf backs up and then right back in his face. Now we're going to see Metcalf warn for passivity, and he's going to go on the shot clock here. But Oliver going to need more than just a shot clock point if he wants to take down Brent Metcalf and potentially force a third and final match here. And he fires off another shot. Front headlock now looking for the go behind is Metcalf. Able to get back to his feet now is Oliver with 30 to go. The shot clock at 16 seconds as they split him up here. So Jordan Oliver got 14 Metcalf got 14 seconds. I'm sure he's not terribly concerned with the shot clock at this point.
I would agree 100%. Although, as we say that, he does fire off a shot. His left-handed high crotch, he gets to it again. He couldn't finish earlier. This time he's going to take it to the edge and out of bounds and releases Oliver onto his back.
Metcalf's going to Metcalf. You know, he's just as when we say, yeah, he can probably kick back here. No, that's not Brent Metcalf's way. He's going to continue to attack.
Doesn't take his foot off of the gas, and Oliver back to a left swing single. Metcalf sprawls, squares, and Jordan Oliver going to concede. Will Metcalf try to go for another turn? 7-0, and he will take his foot off the gas for the last 3 seconds. He's up by 7, and that'll do it. 2 matches to none. Brent Metcalf over Jordan Oliver, and Metcalf makes yet another world team will represent the United States here in September in Las Vegas.
He gets another crack at this world competition, that elusive world medal. Looking